The manga kicks off immediately with a brutal scene, just dark silhouettes of creatures in the background tearing a man to pieces. We see a young guy huddled in a corner, watching the whole thing go down in total silence. Not a sound escapes his lips. He knows if they hear him, he's their next meal. He spots an opening and bolts out of there, running straight toward the woods, muttering to himself in terror. They finished everyone off. If they see me, it's game over. The scene transitions to the village he just escaped from, and it's a graveyard. Yep, 0 survivors, just corpses left in the wake. Then, the scene cuts entirely. We shift to the mountains, where a group of hunters are tracking wild boars. A young guy named Kai is lining up a shot, but he hesitates and stops. His hunting partner, Aguni, is on the right and doesn't hesitate. He takes the shot immediately. Their leader, a tough guy named Barata, stomps over and tears into Kai. "What are you doing, man? Why didn't you shoot?" and all that. Kai apologizes to Barata, but Barata snaps back, "Don't call me by my name. I'm the leader. Call me Hunter. Got it? Just Hunter." Right, totally. My bad." Later, they ask Kai why he didn't shoot. Kai looks down and says, "Because I saw they were a family. I couldn't pull the trigger on that." This makes Barata furious. He grabs Kai by the collar and says, "Listen up, kid. Our village is screwed. Agriculture is a lost cause because of this terrible weather. If we can't hunt enough food right now, we aren't surviving the winter. So, take that pathetic, soft-hearted ideology of yours and leave it at home." Aguni steps in to calm the situation down before Barata clocks Kai. "Whoa, chill out, you guys. The hunt is over. We got it done. Now it's time to prepare the meat." Now, there are some panels of Aguni butchering the animal. There's no easy way to show this because it gets incredibly graphic, and I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't handle it well. I'm saying this because the manga goes into detail. Aguni opens the animal up, dissects it, pulls out all the organs, showing exactly how and where to make the cuts. He dissects the thing entirely. After that, the group starts cutting off parts of the animal. But while they are busy working, Kai gets a feeling, a sensation that someone is watching him. He turns to look into the brush, and there's a monkey just sitting there. Kai mentions it, and Aguni immediately assumes the monkey is trying to steal their kill. Aguni picks up a rock and hurls it straight at the monkey, hitting it dead on. The monkey runs off. Aguni goes right back to work, but Kai stops and stares at the rock Aguni threw. From that exact stance, the monkey picked up a rock and did the same thing back. The monkey starts doing what Aguni did. Transition to their village. Everyone is buzzing and happy because it was a huge, successful hunt, meaning everyone gets to eat tonight. We are introduced to Kai's family, his wife, their young son, Uda, and a cute little dog. And yes, his wife is visibly pregnant. The kid, Uda, is looking to hunt something too. Kai comes in and asks his wife how she's doing, how the baby is. Standard dad stuff. She says the baby is full of energy. Then she says, "So, I heard the hunt was a big success today. Were you the shooter?" Kai sighs and says, "I was there, but I couldn't make the kill. Aguni shot it." Hearing this, Kai's son, Uda, immediately snaps at him. "You're a terrible dad, seriously. I'm never going to become a city hunter like you when I grow up." He just insults him and storms off. Later that evening, Kai goes to talk to the former village chief, this guy, who is also Kai's father. Surprisingly, the ex-chief doesn't get mad at him. He says, "You've always been soft, Kai. Your senses are sharp, sharper than most, but you still lack guts." Dad then breaks it down. "Look, we don't just hunt so we can eat today. We hunt to survive whatever comes. We have to protect our bloodline, no matter what. That is our reason for being, and we always have to be ready to protect what is ours." During their conversation, they hear noises from outside. Kai goes to check the gate, opens it, and a guy bursts in, running for his life. Remember that dude from the very beginning? Yeah, him. He comes begging for food, and the village helps him out. They learn he is from the neighboring village down the mountain. They ask him why he climbed an entire mountain alone to get here, and he straight up lies through his teeth. He claims there was no food left in his village and that he was out searching for supplies when he got hopelessly lost. Remember, the ex-chief mentioned Kai has sharp senses. Right now, Kai's internal radar is going off because he realizes this stranger will not make eye contact. He is asking for food and help, but his eyes are darting everywhere except at Kai. They refuse him more food, saying their supplies are already low. Kai's dad steps in and says, "Look, you can leave in the morning and head back home. We just made our first big kill in ages, and everyone is happy. I don't want a stranger's presence ruining that mood. But yes, you should go look after your own village." But Kai's wife, bless her heart, pipes up. "No, please, at least stay for the night. We have a separate guest room." She's saying this with the best intentions. The guy needs help. He's from a village nearby. But where are this pervert's eyes focused? Seriously, this guy is sexually scanning Kai's wife with this look on his face. You know that look. Oh man, no, Kai. You must protect her from this guy. The narrator mentions skipping a panel here. Aguni is home after the hunt. And I don't know if this is his girlfriend or wife, but she says, "Oh, you just got back from a hunt. It's like you have absolutely zero patience." And Aguni replies, "Neither do you, so let's do it." Cut to current Chief Bharata. His wife and daughter are eating, but he's obsessed with his weapons, sharpening them at the table. He tells them to eat without him, that he'll eat later. But they complain and tease him, saying they want to eat with him. He can't say no to his princess. It's nighttime. Everyone in the village sleeps. They aren't like modern people who stay up all night. But Kai is wide awake. He is lying there, remembering his father's words. You have to protect your family from whatever happens. He is thinking about doing whatever it takes to protect this small, perfect family while they sleep peacefully. And right then, he hears a noise outside. It's that stranger again. He's out there stealing their food stash, the meat from the massive hunt. Kai confronts him, and a physical struggle begins. In the scuffle, the stranger stares directly into Kai's eyes, and as soon as he does, he screams in primal terror. "Get away from me! I don't want to die! Please, just get away!" The screaming wakes up Kai's wife and dad. The stranger is completely hysterical, gibbering. "If they see you, it's over! It's just over!" Now, what exactly that means, we find out. The scene cuts to a remote corner of the village. We see an older man, a village elder, and he is being stoned to death. Is he dead? Most likely, because who is stoning him? 3 monkeys are gathered around him, just hurling rocks at the old man, over and over. We cut back to Aguni and his partner. In the middle of doing it, Aguni suddenly freezes. He stops and stares at his doorway. His partner, Yuri, confused, asks what's wrong. They both look toward the door, and there are 3 monkeys standing right there, just watching the live action go down, probably for the first time. So yeah, the monkeys have officially met the humans. And trust me, I promise this got crazy. Just wait. The scene shifts back to Kai. He is demanding answers from the stranger. "Who are you talking about? What do you mean by they?" Kai grabs the guy to restrain him. But the guy stares into their eyes again. From his poov, Kai and his pregnant wife look monstrous, terrifying, and demonic. Naturally, he loses it and sprints out of the house. Kai's dad is baffled, trying to figure out what just happened. Kai tells him, "I'm going to check on him, stay here." But their dog blocks Kai at the door, growling. The dog is sensing that whatever is outside is very wrong. Kai spots the guy again, and the stranger gasps out, "It's them! They are already here." They are standing directly in front of Aguni's house. Inside Aguni's house? Let's just say the monkeys are basically imitating humans. Monkeys copy behavior. They are now forcing themselves upon Aguni's partner, Yuri. Yep, you guys know where this is going. It's violent and awful. To make it worse, they are simultaneously hitting her and Aguni on the heads with rocks. Kai reaches the house, but he's still at the door. He hasn't entered the room yet. The narrator expresses panic for Yuri. Just as the monkeys are about to do something horrific to Yuri, Kai storms in and saves her. In that moment, Aguni wakes up, and he is livid. I mean, would you be any less mad? The situation was disturbed, and his partner is traumatized. So yeah, he's ready to murder these things. He pulls out his knife. He's about to gut a monkey, but the stranger from before shouts, "You can't use weapons. Do not use a weapon in front of them." Kai asks what he means by that, but the guy is too terrified to explain. Kai looks inside Aguni's room and freezes. The monkeys are staring intently at Kai right now. They are fixated on him. Kai had sensed a monkey while hunting earlier, and it clicks. Kai shouts at Aguni, "Aguni, stop! Don't use the knife! Just stay back and back away from them." But Aguni isn't about to listen to the village coward. He sneers, "Shut up! You're a coward, Kai. You can't even hunt. You can't even kill a fly. Just keep your mouth shut." We see a monkey pick up the big bat that Kai had brought into the room to threaten them. Aguni is unfazed, thinking the monkey is just a joke. He sneers, "Oh, you want to play games with me now? Who's got the advantage here?" Aguni holds up the knife, but it doesn't last. A monkey throws a rock at his hand, forcing him to drop the knife. Kai thinks for a second. Was that rock just a distraction method? Now, one monkey has the bat, one has rocks, and a third monkey has picked up Aguni's knife. Despite all this, Aguni still doesn't take it seriously. What the hell is going on? A monkey picking up a knife? Kidding me with a rock? Have you gone crazy, you pieces of garbage? Give me back that knife. Aguni steps forward to take his knife back. The monkey immediately drives the knife straight into Aguni's throat. Aguni's time is almost up. With that kind of bleeding, how could he survive? Aguni's partner, Yuri, is screaming, watching the whole thing. So Kai blocks her view, telling her to close her eyes. Kai looks back at Aguni and the monkeys. He is horrified to see the monkeys have begun to carve Aguni up, cutting him down the center. Do you guys understand what that means? Kai is about to rush in and stop it, but the stranger grabs him. Kai tries to move, but the guy says, "No, stop moving. Don't show them your movements." Kai finally realizes something is happening, and he stares at the monkeys carving up Aguni. The monkey have cut Aguni open and are pulling out his organs, his intestines, everything, just like Aguni did to the wild boar earlier. They are disemboweling him. Aguni is completely and utterly dead. Kai demanded answers. What the hell is going on? Why is that monkey cutting up a human? The stranger finally breaks it down. They copy everything they see. If you throw a rock, they will throw a rock. You used a bat, now they know how to use bats. You used a blade, and now they know how to use blades. They imitate everything. That monkey watched Aguni carve up that animal, and now that animal is carving up Aguni down the middle. This creates a terrifying reality for everyone. The guy goes on. My village was wiped out by these things. If you show them weapons or tools, they will learn to use them against you. All humans can do now is run. Monkeys. They aren't going to be just one or two. There are going to be a lot of them, and they are spreading into the village. And the only person who actually understands how they function is Kai. But to the rest of the village, Kai is a joke, a coward. Nobody is going to believe him or follow his lead. Just then, Kai notices other villagers have spotted some monkeys and are about to attack them. Specifically, someone is about to knife one of the monkeys. Before Kai can stop them, he sees other monkeys coming from that direction, and his house is right in that line of attack. Yes, his pregnant wife, his son, and his father are in imminent danger. The scene cuts to his son, Uda. The kid wakes up to the dog pulling at his blanket. He's about to kick the dog off, but then he realizes the dog isn't the problem. There are two monkeys standing right over his bed. This is a genuinely terrifying panel. Imagine waking up at 2 a.m. after 8 hours of sleep and seeing two monkeys standing right over you. The narrator jokes about showing this video to their sister, saying that's what they deal with daily. The kid, Uda, finally starts screaming in sheer terror. His mom and grandpa immediately rush in. What's wrong? It's just a monkey. Maybe it got lost looking for food. Grandpa says this to calm them. The monkey actually looks confused, behaving like a child itself. But the dog knows better. Dogs can sense danger, and this dog is sensing everything. The narrator connects with this. mentioning their own dog sensing when they're eating. Anyway, everyone is focused on the monkey, telling it to relax, and the kid is in protective mode. But outside, that stupid monkey found a rock. It has picked it up and is acting exactly like a Goonie did, holding the rock up in a stance. Understand? They think, oh, it's just a silly monkey playing with a rock. But in the next second, the monkey hurls that rock directly at his pregnant wife's belly. This could have killed the unborn child or her, but Grandpa moves, sacrificing himself to take the rock to the chest. He doesn't die. He's tough, but it draws blood and he is down. He groans, "It hurt." This monkey didn't just throw a rock randomly. It threw it just like a human and aimed for his wife's belly. It was intentional. And the kid, Uda, snaps. This is unforgivable. He bolts out of the room, not running away, but running to their weapon stash. He picks up a knife and runs back to murder this monkey. But before he can use it, his father, Kai, stops him, grabbing the knife. "What are you doing? Let me go! Get out of my way!" Uda shouts at him. Kai says, "Stay away from the monkey, Uda. In fact, get your mother and grandfather and run. Leave the village immediately." Just think about that. You're in a village of hunters, people who kill animals for a living. Some monkeys show up, and the city hunter, Dad, is telling everyone to run away from some monkeys. Anyone would mock that. Kai's dad even says, "What, are you insane? You're telling us to run from horses because of horses?" or something. He thinks Kai is just scared because the monkey threw a rock. Uda is calling Kai a coward, saying, "I dropped this knife and the monkey learns how to kill me? That's what you want?" He is furious because his father won't let him protect the family. But Kai won't let go of the knife and just repeats, "You have to run. Now." Uda yells, "You're a coward, and everyone in the village calls me coward's son because of you. You're a hunter. Your job is to kill things. Protect us." But Kai repeats that whatever he says is final and that they must run. Before they can even move, the monkeys seem distracted. Kai's wife tells Uda to look after his wound, but Uda snaps at Kai. "You can't even kill a single monkey? You call yourself a hunter? You can't put food on the table for your family. You can't protect Mom, the baby, or me. I swear you are no father of mine." Kai is crushed by this, obviously, but he knows what he has to do. Uda storms off, but Kai knows it is dangerous outside, so he goes after him. Uda has found a small room in the village where they keep weapons, and he has picked up a gun. He says, "I will protect my mother and the baby. I am different from that coward." He is referring to his dad. He has no idea that the monkeys are different too, and one monkey is already watching him right through the door. And if Uda fires that gun, and those monkeys see how it works, game over. This is where the available translated manga currently ends. I have to translate the next chapters myself because they are only available in Spanish right now. Later, Uda shows that he knows how to use the gun. He had a flashback where Grandpa was teaching him how to use it, how to load gunpowder, how to reload, everything standard for a hunting village. Uda said he wanted to grow up to be a hunter, but the other kids made fun of him. "You're going to be like your dad. Your dad can't even kill a mosquito. He is such a wuss. I heard he let a rabbit go 2 days ago. Does your dad even have guts?" Of course, Uda got angry, and it turned into a fight. When he got home, his parents figured it out, and the standard drama happened. Kai tried to calm things down, saying he would apologize to the other kids' parents, but Uda was disgusted by that. He thinks apologizing is what cowards do. To calm Uda down, his mother asks him to feel her belly. The baby is kicking. He holds his hand there and feels it moving. His mom says, "Of course it moves. It's alive. See, your father always prioritizes protecting you and this baby. When you are older, you'll understand that being strong isn't just about fighting." That's a great line. The flashback ends, and Uda decides it's time to prove himself. He wants to fight. Uda goes off searching for the monkeys and bumps into that old village man again, the stoning victim. He sees him and shouts, "Oh, uncle, what are you doing sleeping outside?" He doesn't realize the old man is dead yet, but when he sees his face, he almost pukes. Then he sees the rocks all around, and it hits him what happened. He repeats what he said earlier. Either you kill them or you die. The situation has escalated. He is serious, but he is shaking. He has to actually murder something now. He tries to calm his nerves and wonders if taking a life is actually terrifying. You are going to find that out real soon, kid. Kai and his wife reach the weapon room and see that a gun is missing. Kai knows it was his son who took it. He knows if the monkeys see it, the village is done. He tells his wife to stay inside and wait for him because he can't protect them if he isn't there, and then he bolts out to find Uda. Uda is setting his target on a monkey that is playing with a bucket. He starts loading gunpowder into the gun, and a monkey is just watching him intently, learning how a gun works. So yeah, Lanka is going to fall, as they say. Uda aims the gun, but before he can shoot, he spots something in the bushes. It's the family dog, and it's trying to stop him from shooting the gun. The dog is smarter than a 7 or 8-year-old kid. Uda pushes the dog away, and just as he is about to fire, his grandpa, the ex-chief, grabs the gun. He tackles Uda and grabs the gun. "What do you think you're doing?" Grandpa grabs Uda by the collar, yelling at him. "You are not a hunter. You should not be carrying a gun. You are not ready." Uda yells, "They murdered Uncle. These things aren't normal. We have to murder them. I'm a man. I'm from a hunting village, and I'm not afraid to die." Grandpa tells him, "Being a hunter isn't just about shooting and aiming well. The most important thing is being able to feel the weight of life. If you can't understand that, you aren't a hunter. You are just a killer." Uda is confused, asking, "So you just want me to run away, like my coward father, while they kill everyone? We have to murder them." Grandpa tells him, "Look, I know your father is too kind. That's why people call him a coward. But you have no idea. At least he knows the weight of life better than anyone." His grandpa is trying to talk sense into him, telling him to let the adults handle it. But kids don't have sense. So, just like those kids with 0 IQ, Uda takes his chance, grabs the gun back, and sprints off. His grandpa yells for the dog to go after him, but right then a monkey shows up and blocks his path. Grandpa grabs his walking stick and spins it to scare the monkey, yelling, "Get back!" The monkey instantly copies him. It grabs a stick and spins it exactly the same way. Now Grandpa understands that whatever the intruder said was 100% true. Kai, searching for his son, spots another villager about to knife a monkey. Knowing the consequences, Kai tries to stop him, but the villager laughs, saying, "You're just a coward. It's just a monkey." Kai has a very serious look on his face and says, "Please, just do what I'm telling you to do." The monkey gets distracted by something else and leaves. Uda is running toward Aguni's house and spots the monkeys disemboweling Aguni inside. Since he is a kid and doesn't have experience with corpses or graphic violence, he immediately throws up. At this point, he finally understands why his father was trying to stop him from using the knife. He understands they copy everything. He starts freaking out, muttering, "Someone please help me." But then something clicks. Everyone was calling him a wuss, saying he wasn't ready. So he thinks, "I have to prove everyone wrong. I'm not a kid. I'm a hunter." He resolves to murder them, thinking, "They won't be able to see me or copy me because I have a gun." Oh boy. We switch scenes to current Chief Barata, who is sharpening his gun again. His wife and daughter are sleeping. He hears a noise and goes outside to check for monkeys. Uda has found another monkey. He slowly stalks it, thinking, "I'm going to get close. It won't even know I'm here, and I will blow its head off and save this village." Just standard dumb kid logic. He is at the perfect distance and aims his gun. Just as he is about to fire, the dog comes in barking, and Kai hears the barking. Kai rushes over and yells, "Uda, do not use that gun. If you fire that gun just once, there is no coming back from this." Uda knows why his father is saying that, but his brain has totally disconnected, and he just thinks, "It's a gun. We can kill them. Who cares?" But Kai knows everything will fall apart. To stop his own son from pulling the trigger, Kai actually gets on the ground and puts his head down. "I am a terrible father. I haven't done anything for you my entire life, but please, I am begging you, do not fire that gun." But that stupid, worthless little kid fires the gun anyway and shoots the monkey dead. He is so proud of himself. "Look, I shot it. We can just kill them all like that." But who saw him do it? Who was watching? only about 20 other monkeys. 20 monkeys watched their brother get executed by a human with a stick that makes noise. They watched everything. And yup, they now understand how a gun works. These people are screwed. Uda finally looks back at the other monkeys and mutters, "I made a mistake." "Yeah, you were the mistake." What Kai does is incredibly smart. He breaks the gun Uda used, smashing it entirely. The logic is that if they break the guns, the monkeys cannot learn how to use them. Kai yells, "We have to break every single gun in this village." His son realizes he made a terrible, irredeemable mistake. He is traumatized, muttering that if he hadn't fired that shot, none of this would have happened. But Kai calms him down instantly. "Don't worry, I've got this. I will handle everything. Right now, we have to find all the guns and destroy them." The main gun stash is in a shed. And who is in that shed? Kai's wife. Transitioning to his wife, she is suddenly attacked, not by a monkey, but by that creepy intruder from before. He is a predator. He says, "Look, we are all going to die anyway. The monkeys are going to come and kill everyone. But before that, I have to know what a pregnant woman tastes like. Seriously." But before he can do anything, he spots a monkey right outside the shed. He panics and bolts out. The monkey essentially saved his wife's life, but then the monkey spots the gun stash behind her. It immediately alerts other monkeys. Yup, super unsafe. Kai runs back to his house and tells Chief Barata everything about the monkeys copying behavior and how Uda used a gun, so all the villagers are waking up. Kai tells Barata, "You have to find all the guns and destroy them immediately." Barata is furious. "Are you insane? If we destroy our guns, how are we supposed to hunt?" Kai is trying to explain the reality of the situation to everyone, but nobody believes him. While they are arguing, a monkey appears, and guess what it does? It grabs Barata's gun. Kai starts screaming, warning everyone that it's going to shoot and that they need to run. But other villagers are just standing there, confused, saying, "What? It's just a monkey." To a regular person, a monkey using a gun is sci-fi, so of course they are mocking Kai, calling him a coward, asking him what drugs he is on, or if he is high on something. But Kai knows the reality. And then, the monkey actually fires Barata's gun, and the bullet hits one of the villagers directly in his left eye. Instant death. The villager's best friend, a guy with long hair named Kisuke, is in total denial, pleading with his dead friend to wake up. Meanwhile, the monkey grabs the gunpowder pouch from Barata's belt and immediately prepares another round, just like Uda did earlier. Kisuke is screaming at his dead friend to wake up. Meanwhile, the monkey aims and fires again. Kai dives and tackles Kisuke, saving him from the shot, but the loud muzzle flash close to Kai's ear bursts his eardrum. After firing 2 rounds, the monkey takes the gun and bolts from the village. Kai gets up and runs to find his wife, while Kisuke is left with his dead friend, screaming that he is going to make those monkeys pay. "Dude, you were warned." Kai gets back to his house and sees that his wife is surrounded by monkeys, and her clothes are all torn and loosened. Seeing his pregnant wife in this state makes Kai snap. He loses his mind. He doesn't hold back anymore. He immediately rushes at the monkeys, punching and attacking them, fighting his way into the shed to protect his family. But the monkeys aren't attacking back. They are just trying to steal the guns in the shed. They make it inside the shed, and the door slams shut from the outside. Then smoke starts billowing into the room. The problem is Kisuke, the guy who lost his friend. He has a plan to get revenge. He starts setting the weapon shed on fire. Inside are monkeys, sure, but also Kai and his pregnant wife, plus Kisuke is setting them on fire. He is so consumed by his rage and revenge that he is ready to burn innocent people alive. Actually, not 2, but 3 people are in danger since she's pregnant. The fire is spreading rapidly. The villagers outside don't know Kai and his wife are inside. Kai is screaming to be let out, pleading with Kisuke to open the door. Kisuke's current chief, Barata, runs over and sees what's happening, and is told that 2 people are inside. Someone runs up with a bucket of water to douse the fire, but Kisuke blocks him, throwing a burning torch at the man to burn him too. Kisuke tells Barata, "Listen to me, are 2 people more important than the entire village? If we let them die inside with the monkeys, all the monkeys are gone. It's just a sacrifice. Simple math." But Barata isn't having it and punches Kisuke in the face. Kisuke argues that he has lost everything, so sacrificing them to murder the monkeys is worth it. Inside the shed, the situation is awful. Kai's wife is pregnant and almost unconscious from smoke inhalation, and Kai is fading fast, his senses failing him. But then the door opens. Who opened it? His son. Uda. The three of them manage to escape just in time. Uda is crying, apologizing for taking the gun, saying everything was his fault. But Kai says, "I am proud of you, Uda. You saved me, you saved your mother, and you saved the baby. In short, you protected the family. So thank you." A beautiful moment of reconciliation, but at the worst possible time. Kisuke is back, and he is furious that Uda opened the door, allowing the humans and monkeys to escape. Kisuke launches at Uda with a flaming torch to burn the child, but the kid manages to block it. He is a kid, and has been through trauma though, so he is down. Kai is down too, since his lungs are damaged from the smoke. Kisuke is about to murder Uda, but Uda's grandpa, the ex-chief, appears. He beats Kisuke down, breaking his nose with a single blow from his stick, then grabs him by the hair and snaps. "What do you think you're doing to my family?" The look on Grandpa's face is truly terrifying. Kisuke tells him that the monkeys learned how to use guns. Chief Barata confirms this. Everyone looks at Uda. Uda confesses everything, apologizing to his parents and grandparents. Kisuke screams that an apology changes nothing. He says Uda is the reason everything is falling apart. Kai tries to defend his son, telling Kisuke that it was his fault as a parent for not teaching Uda, and tells Kisuke to hit him if he is angry. Kisuke makes a very valid point. If a child does something wrong, it is the parent's job to make sure they learn from it. But you aren't disciplining him. You are just standing in front of him, begging me for forgiveness. What a joke. Kisuke declares, "This village is a single living being. This child attempted to murder this village. He tried to destroy it. Punishment must be meted out, and that punishment will be sacrifice. We will use this kid as a sacrifice to attract the monkeys and kill them." Now, this is getting extreme. To make it worse, Uda's mom snaps. She steps in and slaps Kisuke across the face, calling him insane. She says he is no different than the monkeys, demanding a child be sacrificed. Kisuke is now so angry he is about to murder Kai's wife, who is a pregnant woman, but other villagers grab Kisuke and stop him. They all realize that Kisuke has lost his mind, so having him around is dangerous. Grandpa steps forward and tells Kisuke to pack his stuff and leave. "I taught you so much, but you have learned nothing. Live alone and die alone." Just as this is happening, the weapon shed explodes from the gunpowder. In the confusion, Kisuke takes his chance and runs out of the village, swearing to destroy Kai's family. While running from the village, he runs into that other stranger, Izanagi, the creepy one who attacked Kai's wife. They check the burning shed and see that almost all the monkeys are dead. Then they do a head count of the villagers lost. They lost about 6 people, someone's father, someone's son, someone's husband. Kai looks at the dead monkeys and warns everyone that this isn't over. Remember that 20 monkeys watched Uda fire that gun, and fewer than 20 bodies are in the shed. Also, 3 monkeys entered Aguni's house, and Uda only shot 1. They also realized that while only 1 monkey was seen stoning a human, all the other monkeys learned that behavior instantly. So, yup, standard hunting protocols are dead. The village needs to find all the remaining monkeys and murder them immediately before they spread that gun knowledge to the rest of the group. So the men set out to find and murder the monkeys. Before Kai leaves, his son tells him, "Don't worry, Dad, I will protect Mom and the baby." And Kai knows his son has truly grown up now. Cut to Kisuke and Izanagi, the other creepy stranger. They connect that the monkeys probably followed Izanagi's scent from his village up the mountain. Kisuke is furious that Izanagi's arrival killed his friend. But Izanagi claims the monkeys that attacked his village aren't the same group. It makes sense. If his village was attacked, the villagers would have fought back, meaning those monkeys would have already known how to use weapons or tools. But these monkeys didn't know anything until they saw Aguni disembowel that boar. So this is an entirely different group. Izanagi explains that they just copy behavior and have no purpose. It is a game to them, and they are murdering people purely out of curiosity, learning behaviors and applying them to humans just to see what happens. Kisuke resolves to use these monkeys to destroy the village and take it over as his own. Izanagi agrees to help in exchange for access to the women, pregnant women, old women, specifically mentioning he has a bucket list. Kisuke says he can have whatever he wants as long as he helps him get revenge. Kisuke also picked something up when he left. It's not shown what it is, but Izanagi sees it and gasps, "Is that?" And the scene cuts off. So we have that cliffhanger. Transition back to the men. They set up traps for the monkeys. They decided this is a better way to murder them without showing them violence, luring them into a pit and killing them. They are currently luring some monkeys with a fake stoning reenactment. A few villagers are confused why they are putting so much effort into standard monkeys, but Bharata explains that they are anything but standard and are murderers. A villager runs up, saying he found some monkeys, specifically those 2 monkeys from earlier with the knife and the rock stoning corpses. The monkeys are just playing with the dead human bodies, disemboweling them, and rearranging their organs. The villagers realize Kai wasn't lying, and that they have to do something. One villager gets a bright idea and starts dancing. The monkeys stop what they're doing and start imitating the man's dancing. It works. They catch one monkey in the pit. The villagers don't hold back. They are brutal, attacking its arms, legs, and slitting its throat. This was graphic, but other monkeys saw this. The remaining monkeys are scared, but one monkey lets out a scream and calls for backup. More monkeys show up and surround the man who was dancing. They use the knife, exactly imitating the brutal throat-slitting method they just saw him use. And then they hand the knife to the next monkey to teach it how to murder, also in that exact method. This means they are passing learned behaviors down to the rest of the group, escalating the threat exponentially. Chief Bharata understands that if they don't murder all these monkeys right now, they will teach everything to the entire group, and the village will fall. The narrator mentions this is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The villagers use the pits and standard luring to capture and kill the remaining monkeys. But then, Kisuke appears. And yup, it's that guy again. He has brought a flaming torch, thinking he can use the fire to scare the monkeys and get them into a single group to make it easier to kill them all at once. Kai yells at Kisuke to stop and not to use the fire torch, but Kisuke sneers, "Are you kidding me? A monkey can't use fire. It's impossible." But Kisuke isn't listening, and a monkey hurls a rock and knocks the torch out of Kisuke's hand. Kisuke tries to pick it up, but a monkey picks it up first. He realized that the torch doesn't scare them, but it can burn them. The monkeys surround Kisuke, imitating the exact method he used. And yup, Lanka falls once again. The monkeys use the torch to surround him, forcing him into a tight circle of fire. They then use standard luring and pit methods to murder Kisuke. His clothes catch fire, he screaming that he is sorry, and he gets knocked into a pit by a monkey's scream. He falls into the pit and is burned to death. The 3 friends are all gone. Kisuke, his long-haired friend, and their other friend. The entire group is wiped out. A third villager, who was in that group of friends, decides to try an even smarter strategy. Look, if we do nothing, they will also do nothing. They only do what we do. Nobody believes him, including Chief Bharata, who thinks they need to be wiped out. But Kai is with him. He understands the logic. If you do nothing, you are offering them nothing to copy. But Kisuke's grandpa is screaming that his entire bloodline has been wiped out because of these things, so he is not about to stop. He is set on revenge. But right then, Kai is standing in front of a monkey. A second monkey approaches and is almost on top of him, but before it can attack, Bharata comes in and hits the monkey with a bat, knocking it into the pit. The other villagers, seeing a child manage to murder a monkey earlier, get a boost of confidence. They think, if a 7 or 8-year-old kid can murder a monkey, we can also murder standard monkeys. One monkey manages to climb out of the pit and attacks Kai from behind, biting his shoulder brutally. The narrator remarks that this was brutal and deeply infected. Kai manages to grab a flaming torch and drives it directly into the monkey's eye to burn it. The monkey releases him and screams. It is blinded in one eye. This creates total silence. Bharata asks, "What's going on? Something is different here." The sun starts to rise. As soon as the sun rises, the remaining monkey runs off. The pits are still filled with monkeys. And yup, standard monkeys don't attack humans in the daytime, only at night. Or maybe standard monkeys are standard monkeys. We see a final panel where thousands upon thousands of monkeys are just sitting in the forest, staring at the village as the sun rises. Do you understand what this means, Kai and Barata? You must run. Leave this village. We don't know what will happen next, but Kai passes out from exhaustion and infection. He was bitten brutally, and monkeys carry terrible infections, so his treatment is now a top priority. The village has to figure out a plan to counter thousands of monkeys in standard daylight. And yup, we will see that in the next part. Wait, don't get mad. The available English translation only went up to chapter 4. The rest I translated myself from Spanish. I have covered 17 chapters in this video alone. The manga has about 40 to 45 chapters out right now, and I will be translating the remaining 15 to 20 chapters myself before the month ends. I promise you, you will get to see it. So, how did you like this terrifying and deeply disturbing manga? Let me know.